Oh, hi! Didn't expect you. Well, what are you doing here?
Learn me about the wilderness campaign.
Oh, sure. Just toss me that history book. There we go. Here, I'll give you a quick little overview of the wilderness campaign. Well, the first three things you should learn probably be location, major people involved, and when it happened. So, for location, we'll start with that. It happened in Spotsylvania, Orange County, Virginia. For the major people involved, for the Union generals, it was Ulysses S. Grant and George Meade. For the Confederates, it was Robert E. Lee. Now, for when it happened, that was May 5th through 7th, 1864. I think my buddy Carlos can give you a little more info too. Let's go see what he's doing. Oh, he's just in the shower. Get on in.
Learn me.
What?
Learn me.
Oh, alright dude. Toss me yourself.
Thanks, man. So, the wilderness campaign, the play-by-play breakdown. Basically what had happened was Union General Grant wanted to quickly move through the Spotsylvania area, through all the brush, to just get past it. But Lee had different ideas. Stupid thing. He decided to send two of his best corps down two parallel roads to intercept Grant's two forces, and then they met and they fought all night, but nothing really concluded because it was at night and it was hard to see and it was just rough conditions to fight. So the next morning, May 6th, at dawn, they began fighting again, and it seemed like it was going to be a Union victory. But then General Longstreet came with all of his men, and they fought the Union, and it was pushing more towards a Confederate victory until Longstreet had been wounded by one of his one of his Union to one of his own men had attacked him and wounded him in battle. So then the battle kind of evened out. So it was rather inconclusive, but Grant had left and took some of his men to the southeast to let Confederate General Lee battle it out with Union General Richmond. Go see what Willis is doing. I don't know what he could possibly be doing, but he's missing out.
It's a bird. Well, bad cat. I bet Carlos forgot to mention the casualties, didn't he? He's silly like that. Well, for the Union, come on, bird. Oh, go on the camera. Well, for the Union, there were 17,666. For the Confederates, there was 11,125 casualties. Let's just leave that bird on your head and see what Carlos is doing. Come on. Back in the bathroom again.
I don't need it. I need it! Oh, so, back to where we were. The wilderness campaign. The Battle of the Wilderness. Some major effects that had occurred. The battle was rather inconclusive. Yes, Lee had inflicted more damage and caused more casualties, but as a percentage, he had lost more. Some other effects of it were it allowed Grant to continue his march, and it led to the battle at the courthouse of Spotsylvania. There's a bird on his head.
Okay, well, that about wraps up the Battle of the Wilderness campaign, or the Battle of the Wilderness. I hope you learned what you needed to learn.
We got some wilderness with that bird. The bird is the word.
What the bird says. Bye-bye.